Hey, Dr. Tim here. We're going to try our first video blog. I was going to write an article for everyone to show them how I set my goals for the year and how I make those goals into a reality, but we decided that it might be better to do it on video, give you an opportunity to see me talking and give you an opportunity to see exactly what I do. So I'm going to take you through my yearly goal setting process. Obviously, there's a lot of ways to do this. The majority of people who set goals, who set New Year's resolutions, never accomplish them. The reason is, I think, that they don't understand the little tricks behind it. And the goal that you want to have is to take your daily, your lifetime values, the things you value most, and turn those into daily task lists. If you can create a way to do that, then you can accomplish all your goals. And that's what we're all about, right? Is trying to live every minute and to accomplish all our goals. So let me tell you what I do. First thing I do is I do what I call my hibernation mode. I actually take the last week in between Christmas and New Year's, and I take that time to reflect, review, spend time with my family, set goals. The first thing I do, however, is I take out my last year's goals. So I take out my goals from 2009 this year, and I reviewed them and see which things did I accomplish, what did I fail at, what was I good at. In addition, I take out my journals and I read through my journals to see what lessons I've learned. Just kind of review the year as a whole and see how did I do. The next thing I want to do then is get ready to set my 2010 goals. And I'm going to take my goals out and kind of show you what I like to do. Here's my goals for 2010, and without being specific about what they are, you can see what I've done here is I've broken them down into categories. And my categories include health, wealth, relationships, and character development. The same goals, the same four pillars that we place our life on. And then I break down those goals into my top 5 or so goals, or half a dozen. Remember, one of the rules in success in life is there's about a half a dozen things in every area of your life that will make you successful. And if we can concentrate on those half a dozen things and decide what they are, we're much more likely to be successful instead of concentrating our efforts all over the place. So I have my health goals. One of my health goals this year is to drink no soda. So that's one of the goals I have. I'm also going to do a bodybuilding contest in October of this year. It'll be my second one at 47 years old. I have my wealth goals, things that would make me more wealthy both financially and emotionally. I have my relationship goals, and I break that down into being a husband, a father, a friend and business colleague, and a family member, and the most important things for me in those areas. Then I have what I call character development. And character development I break down into constant and never-ending improvement, spirituality, education, what types of things I want to be educated in, and that's how I do my character development. And then the last one I have in this category is play. And under play I have travel, hobbies, and adventure. Remember, my motto in life is work uber hard, okay? Play even harder and have fun. And so that's what this is about. And then finally I have my business goals, and I write down my business goals and break down my different business entities that I'm involved in or that I consult with or that I own, and what I would like to see happen in those. For instance, the Dr. Tim website, what I'd like to see happen with what's going on with this website during the next year, and break those goals down. Once I've done that and I've set goals in each of those areas, then I take what I consider my top 10 goals for the year, or the most important of those 10, and I put those right at the top of the list, and those are my top 10 for the year. If I don't do anything else this year, I want to make sure I accomplish these top 10 goals. And so that's how I set up my goal list for the next following year. Now, a lot of people set New Year's resolutions, and I call those wishes. What's the difference between a wish and a goal? Well, a wish is basically something you hope for, but you don't make any plan for. I wish I could be a concert pianist, but I'm not willing to put in the time or the effort that it takes to be that. A goal is something that is time specific and is achievable, and it's something I'm willing to work towards and sacrifice. So how do I turn those year-long goals into realities? The next step that I do is I do monthly goal setting. One day a month, towards the end of the month, I sort of do a mini review of what I do for the year. I look at my year-long goals. I see where I'm at. How am I doing? I look at the previous month and see how I did and what needs to be forwarded to the next month. And then I'll create what I call a master task list for the month. And so here's my month of January 2010. And it's broken into personal and business in the same categories. I have my health, my wealth, relationships, character development, and then my business goals on this side. and I break those down of what I think I can accomplish in a month. So I took my year-long goals and I said, okay, of these year-long goals, what can I do the first month to start on the road towards these? Okay, so that's what I do. And this is a good time of the year for me to show you that because we're just now starting the year. And then what I do is every Sunday evening, I do my weekly planning session. Now the weekly planning session is fairly short. It can be as short as 30 minutes where I sort of review the week before. I get out my master task list for the month. I don't really necessarily need to get out my yearly one. I get out my master task list for the month and I review what that looks like. And then I say, okay, of those things, what can I do this week? And I use a little bit different system in this one. And it's a planner called Planner Pad. I think it's plannerpad.com. And basically what I do is break down again the same categories. I have my businesses across here, my health, my wealth, my fun, my relationships, my character development, and the 2 or 3 most important things I can accomplish this week that will help me to lead towards accomplishing my month-long goals. Okay, you see how I do that? And then below that, it'll have a to-do list for each day. And so if I can, I break those down and put those in each day. And then down here at the bottom, I put the actual appointments and things that I have so I can sort of lay my week out and know what that week looks like. Now, why do I do this at the beginning of the week and the beginning of the month instead of what a lot of people do is just have a daily to-do list? The reason for that is if you just get up in the morning and make it to daily to-do list, the problem is it's not related back to what's most important to you. See, I've taken the things that are most important in my life, put them into a year, taken those things, put them into a month, taken those months, put them into a week. Now, when I'm sitting there on Sunday, I can look at the week and I can see what my time slots look like, and I can make time for important things. Or as Stephen Covey describes it, as the big rocks. You know, if I take a bottle and I have a bunch of rocks, and then I have some gravel, and I have some sand, and I have some water, the only way I can get those big rocks in that bottle is to put them in first. And it looks like the bottle's full. But then if I take the gravel and I pour the gravel, it somehow goes around the big rocks. If I then take the sand will mix around the gravel. And if I take the water, I can put the water around that. If I did it in any other order, I couldn't get the big rocks in. The big rocks are the most important things in our life, but they're also the things we tend to put on the back burner unless we specifically take time to do them. Spending time with our children, reviewing our goals, writing in our journal, spending our what I call my hour of power in the morning. Those things are very easily to get left by the wayside if we don't intentionally do something about that. And so then finally, usually the night before, sometimes in the morning, I'll sit down and do my prioritized daily task list. And basically, it's just a task list of things I want to get done today. And I've found that I can usually accomplish between 10 and 15 things, depending on the effort of those things. And sometimes I'll highlight the most important ones, or sometimes I'll put little notes to myself about it. But these are basically taken off my weekly list. So I say, okay, what are the things I want to accomplish this week? What are the things I'm going to do on Monday? And today being Monday the 4th. And so that's how I convert my most important priorities, my life goals, into a daily task list. You see, the things now on my task list aren't just pick up the groceries and get the dog bathed. They're things that relate back to what I think is the most important. So as the years goes on, I have 365 task lists that will relate directly back to this. And that's how you convert what's most important to you to something you do every single day. Okay. A couple things I want to tell you. One of the things you can do is, once I have these top 10, I actually like to rewrite these top 10 every single day and carry them with me all the time. I actually keep them in my cell phone as well, in the notes section of my cell phone, and I review them every day. What are the top 10 things I want to do if you review them every day? Remember, we become what we think about most of the time. So if you're always thinking about your goals, then that's what you'll accomplish. Finally, I'd like to talk a little bit about discipline. Discipline is like the magic key. Discipline is the ability to do what you said you were going to do after the moment passes and what you said you were going to do it. So you get all excited about something, you set some New Year's resolution, I'm going to go to the gym, and then by the end of January you quit going to the gym. It takes some discipline to do it every single day. Success is not necessarily doing extraordinary things. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily. and doing them every single day, day after day. It may not change your life today, it won't change your life tomorrow, but as the weeks go on and the months go on, if you accomplish these lists every single day, then you'll have the life of your dreams, and you will in fact be able to live like you're dying. So I hope this was helpful to you. I'd love to hear your comments about our video blog, see what you think about that, see what you think about the video interaction instead of just the written word, and I'd love to hear what you think about my system, and any ideas that you have, write back to us at timreynoldsmd.com. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.